Wait, wait. Sure. Wait, wait, wait.
Fabricio, are you Fabricio?
Yes, teacher.
You look very formal. I don't know you, Fabricio. Me han cambiado de estudiante. Okay, start.
So, Maria, all right.
Okay, good evening, teacher and partners. Today we gonna present our project. So let's start. Good evening. How are you? I'm Maria.
Hi, Maria. I'm Fabrizio.
Nice to meet you, Fabricio. Come in. Well, I'm good that you are here.
I'm very happy to be here.
Well, Fabricio, how are you today?
Well, I feel good. But told me about Fulbright Peru, the scholarships they offer every year for K2 speakers or professional students.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the Fulbright scholarship seeks excellence through high academic and professional performance. We are looking for leaders who connect and work by nationally for our countries.
That's why I'm here. I have spoken Quechua since I was a child. I believe that if my mom hadn't taught me this beautiful language, I wouldn't know to speak properly today. That is why I would like to teach other young people so that Quechua language is not lost. Since in Peru, there's a lot of percentage of young people who speak Quechua.
Yeah, you're right. What you say is very true, Fabricio. If only the Ministry of Education had implemented Quechua in private schools and especially in state schools, Quechua would be one of the most important languages in Peru today.
Of course, Miss Maria, that's I will love that there are people from abroad also know a little more about the interesting language, Quechua.
Sounds good. So are you interested in participating and applying for the FLTA scholarship?
Excuse me, Miss, what is the FLAT scholarship?
Well, it's an abbreviation for Foreign Language Teaching Assistant.
Um, that includes, oh, sorry, and of course, please, I want to know more about the scholarship.
Well, the Fulbright Commission promotes a worldwide program that nominates candidates for assistant positions in language and culture departments in U.S. universities. Peruvian assistants will teach Quechua and Peruvian culture for an average of 20 hours per week and must take 2 courses per semester.
Does include a cost?
No, Fabricio, no cost. The scholarship is for 9 months. Keep in mind that it is non-renewable. The program is designed for candidates approaching the age of U.S. college students.
Whoa, that sounds very interesting to me. What are the benefits? I could like it.
Well, the benefits that you can get if you apply for this scholarship is that the university cover the cost of the studies that you wouldn't have to pay. The program covers the cost of road trip airfare, food and medical insurance. It also offers an orientation program and an annual conference with the participants.
What interests me most is the full scholarship, and I won't have to pay anything while I'm there. And well, Miss Maria, once I am there, what I have to do?
Okay, if you had the opportunity to get the scholarship, you would have to teach basic Quechua. You would also need to supervise the accommodation of the Quechua speakers. organize cultural activities, and be able to present about our country, Peru.
I think it's amazing what you told me, but what are the key requirements I have to follow?
Okay, the requirements and red tape that must be followed by those who wish to apply for the scholarship are first, be a Peruvian resident in Peru. Second, be a university graduate with a bachelor's degree. You have to demonstrate if you can speak English and Quechua. You have to obtain a TOEFL ETP. Obviously, have your passport. You have to have a teaching experience. Also, you have to demonstrate knowledge of Peruvian culture and history. Also, something very important that is not allowed for those who obtain the scholarship is that they are disrespectful or dishonest people. That is unacceptable for this organization, and we don't allow it. We have already had a case where a student couldn't have gone on trip because he demonstrated a bad behavior.
Of course, I understand. Well, I have always shown to be polite unless last year I finished university. I studied education, I have bachelor's degree, and also 10 months ago I finished the IPNA and looked the TOEFL exam.
Yeah, okay, so I'm glad to know that, Fabricio. So I think you could be one of the people who can participate in the scholarship and go to US. If you only send your documents tomorrow, because you can apply for this scholarship until August 27, and the day that you have to register your dates closes, and remember that you will have to create an account to fill out an enrollment form on the Fulbright Peru page. And also you have to, you have the link there, and you will have to attach your documents. And I wish you could get in. It would be wonderful for you.
If only I could get in, I would be happiest. I have been dreaming about this in the moment. I hope it is go well.
Yeah, I always give encouragement to the people who came to ask about the scholarship. A piece of advice for you, if only you had more confidence in yourself, you would achieve it. Trust in yourself and you will see that you will achieve it. That's my advice for you.
Thank you very much. So,
Don't worry.
So see you. Thank you, Miss Maria.
Thank you.
That's all, teacher.
Thank you. Who wants to go next?
Me, teacher.
Who's that? Okay, Jimena.
And now me, please. Okay. We are going to start now.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Gagoy and Naomi. Thanks so much for coming to our Huber H. Concrete interview.
Hi, it is my pleasure. This scholarship is a great opportunity for me.
Sure, it is a great opportunity. And how are you?
I am great. Everything is going well, and it is a nice day out there.
Yes, it is a good that you are well. And how was your weekend?
Well, it was a very fun weekend. I could have stayed at home, but I went with my family to the park, and it was the best option.
Whoa, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was. And you?
Well, my weekend was to be here in the office explain to people that they are interested in the scholarship, but tell me more about yourself.
Well, I studied at the Universidad Mayor de San Marcos and graduated in 2020 with a degree in law. And then I found an NGO, and for this I have a lot of experience in leadership, making more social justice and environmental sustainability.
Of course. And tell me, what's interested you the most about the scholarship?
To be honest, I will be interested in doing the States. I'm a professional practice in the United States as a lawyer. I also believe that scholarships are very important because it is unacceptable that some people don't have a stable economy, but have a good academic performance, can have many opportunities.
How did you know which career in right for you?
When I was child, I wanted to study graphic design. But then I became interested in doing social cause, such as helping people. It must have happened because I admire lawyers or people who fought for their rights.
Oh, fabulous. I like your dedication and enthusiasm for the professions because many people are irresponsible and inappropriate with the law. Also political, I still your country, and it is good that people like your change that. And how did you find out about the scholarship?
I found about the Hubert H. Humphrey Scholarship because a friend recommended it to me. And then I spent some time on their website learning about the scholarship and the benefits.
It is a good that you are advising in your life projects. And what will you say in your grace still?
I will say my greatest strength is flexibility and persistence.
Can you tell me about a time when you had a setback and did you have to keep your persistence?
Of course, when I was in university, I and my parents made a report and our teacher told us several times that it was wrong. But I told my partners that we should try hard and persevere. In the end, everything went well. If we hadn't been persevering and enthusiastic, we would have failed the course.
Okay, it is good that you know how do you work in the teams, and what do you think was the greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness is public speaking. I have worked a lot to solve this and I am making progress. Every week I have a meeting with my relatives and I talk about something interesting, and each time I do with a larger group.
Oh, do you have seen yourself in 5 years?
I would like to be the leader of a law firm with my research project. I can reduce contamination and help people with their problems.
You have reminded me that I may have been the most in the previous job because I was an excellent leader and I was more focusing on my work. What are the grades like at the university and how do you organize your work?
My grades at the university were very good. I like to have high expectations and to do my work on the time. I make a schedule on my phone and I was looking for an orderly place.
I think it is good that you are taking an initiative for that better, and I think have very thing I need. Do you have any question for me?
Yes, will I need other documents in addition to the ones I present before?
You don't need other document, only the ones used it before. For example, your ID card and the copies, medical certificate, your report card, TOEFL EBT test certificate, and degree, and passport, and ELIS.
Well, can you tell me a little more about the place I will be doing my stays?
Yes, of course. The university that you could go to is good because you can have conference participation and field experience, and it is.
Okay, thanks. This is all my questions.
That's great. Thanks so much for coming, Jimena. It is a great to meet you. I will give you a call in the next month.
I look it forward. Thanks again.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, Jose Luis, do you want to go next?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Okay, good evening, teacher and classmate. Okay. Good evening, Jose Luis. Welcome to the interview for the foreign language teaching assistant. I am Fiorella Madueño, your interviewer tonight. How are you? Are you feeling nervous?
Good evening, Miss Madueño. Well, I am a little nervous. It's my first interview.
Okay, when I was participating in a scholarship contest, it was the interview that really freaked me out. But don't worry, it's not difficult. Well, could you present your documents to me? I need to review them before the interview because you may not have me all the requirements.
Of course, I will send you by email.
Okay, now I look at it. Well, the scholarship lasts 9 months for Peruvian professionals who speak Quechua and can teach the language in university in the United States, and you meet the requirement. So tell me about you. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Do you look like a dishonest or honest person?
Well, I see myself realizing my dreams. Also a business company where they carry out projects where I am the owner. Also, the company that will totally honest, it could give young students the opportunity to carry out their internship.
You must have thought a lot about who realize your dreams. Tell me more about your skills. Do you consider yourself an irresponsible person, and why?
Well, I don't consider myself an irresponsible person. I fulfill all my obligation before the delivery date. I like the free time that is generated. Also, discipline is one of my characteristics. I should have developed more skill, but focus more on my discipline.
That's good. And how do you think your close friends and family will describe you?
Well, I think they should describe me as a disciplined, honest, responsible person. Well, I think that because I make project with my family and friends, they know how when I come to work, and also they know that I work very hard to achieve the goals that we set for ourselves. I wish I had worked with them more. They are good company, but well.
Family is always important. I wish I had spent more time with them. What is the biggest challenge you have overcome?
Well, if I had learned English before Quechua, I would not have studied English. So my greatest achievement was learning Quechua. And I think Quechua is a language that is taught very little, so learning it was huge challenge. It was difficult for me to do it, but my motivation to improve was stronger. And that was my big challenge.
I see. I wish I could learn Quechua before English. Well, then tell me, what is the biggest success you're proud of?
Okay. And one of my greatest prize is to have learning Quechua and to finish my university degree in 5 years. And also I did some projects like a mechanical respirator, which also made my proud. It is a project that I really like.
For me, it's passion that I really like. I would like to know. It is very important for you to speak English and Quechua. Why?
Okay. Well, I require knowledge of this language so that it's easy for me to communicate inside and outside the country. And there are distant places in the country and where Quechua is the language people speak. They are areas where there aren't many benefits. I want to carry out projects in those places for this welfare of the population. I also want to speak English and train in other countries and acquire more knowledge.
I see. And you should really committed to social health, but why do you choose this scholarship?
Okay, I have a desire to improve. I learned Quechua to be able to communicate with people in remote areas of Peru. Now I want to improve my teaching in the United States.
Uh, who will this scholarship help you to achieve your professional purpose?
Mm, with that knowledge, I will be able to do business with people from other countries. I will also to be I also be able to attend training sessions that will help me increase my knowledge.
Sounds so interesting. And the last question, if I had the opportunity to give the scholarship to some concept, why do you why should you be select over the other candidates?
Mm, because I can get the most out of this scholarship. I can also show that I am taking advantage of this scholarship through the grade that I will get. Mhm.
Okay, thank you for answering the question. It was very interesting. See you, Jose Luis.
Thank you too. See you.
Thank you, guys. Who wants to go next? Uni?
Yes, teacher. Andrea, are you ready?
Yes.
Can you turn on your camera, Andrea? Okay. So can you start, Andrea?
Okay. Good evening, Miss Marcos. I'm Andrea, your interviewer. Thanks for coming today to our Hubert Hamburg scholarship interview.
And good night. I'm happy to be here, and I don't feel nervous anymore.
Yes, it is. I guess everything is going Sorry. I'm sorry, my mom. The weather outside is pretty good. Is it is not?
Yes, it is. I think today is going to be good.
Yes. And how was your traveling to the interview?
Well, I would like to say it was quiet, but I traveled for 4 hours by bus, and I should have not have I should have taken a taxi for avoid this stress situation. And anyway, I arrived to the interview on time.
And yes, you seem such a responsible person. So to get started, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Juni. As a child, I originally wanted to be a doctor, but then I became interested in building robot projects. I think it must have happened because I used to admire people who invented robots in science fiction movies. Also, I got a degree in mechatronics engineering, and I spent the last 2 years developing my skills as a manager doing many projects in the company. And the main purpose for those projects was to solve everyday problems using the latest technology.
Okay, that's great. Could you tell me how you hear about the scholarship you are applying for?
Of course, and I heard about the scholarship from one of my university ex-partners, and he was the winner in the last convocatory.
Let's see. What you mean? What's attractive to you to the scholar we are offering?
Well, to be honest, my attention was caught by the Harvard scholarship. When I read about the support it offered to the professional for doing our practices, and also the free residence and American university, and that's something I really appreciate. Besides that, I would create better projects in my area if I had stayed at American University, because I'm sure if I work with people from another country, I will expand my knowledge.
Okay, it's pretty nice to you know this information about the scholarship. It could help you in your visa application. Do you have all the requirements ready?
Yes, I have. The thing that stressed me a lot was the enrollment format for applying to the scholarship for the first time. But then getting the birth certificate and the medical certificate was really easy. And also I know that 12 certificate is also important. That's why I have been doing the pressure to get it.
Okay, what will you say your greatest strength?
Okay, it's risk-taking that makes me more special. I found that this is very important when I challenge that are more difficult than I did before. I'm the kind of person who likes learning every day, and I like to know new things. And even if I didn't know anything about a specific topic, I would trying doing as well as kind to become a good person in that topic.
Okay, could you tell me about a time when you had to deal with a stressful situation and how to maintain your risk-take attitude?
Sure. And one of them comes to my mind. Last month, a coworker and I managed a project together. I designed an innovative robot prototype, and then I showed it to my coworker. But she considered it was an acceptable project. She could she could have through the prototype was very risky. I didn't want to do something inaccurate and also irresponsible. That's why I had to think careful to not harm my friends' feelings and also not to affect our project.
Okay. What do you consider is the weakness, that your biggest weakness? For example, some activities or persons in general to distract you. Those people are not very helpful in your life.
Well, as for me, my biggest weakness is lazy people. Sometimes getting together with them is not neglect your word a bit, and they change you, or maybe you change them. I couldn't have been tempted. That's why on weekends I do activities that give me pleasure.
Okay. Why do you think deserve this scholarship?
Well, I'm sure and I firmly believe in my attitudes and abilities, of course. And I know that I am the ideal person to win this scholarship and have the opportunity to break my limits.
Where are you going to go with yourself in a year? You can respond in the work and the personal aspect.
Okay, right now I just wanted to put all my attention on my job and become a recognized professional, of course. Also, I think in a professional level with my family, that they I want that they feel more readings about me, and maybe in my job in my job aspect, and I want to create my own business. I think if I had more responsibility, I might have been more busy, and I will achieve all my goals.
And do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I have a question, and I don't know if you can answer that, but what advice could you give me if you were in my position today?
Well, I have never thought about traveling to another country when I was young, but looking better now, I think I will grow professionally in fast way if I had applied for a scholarship. For this reason, let me tell you, if I were in your position today, I will be firm with my answers and always looking into your eyes with a good movement of my arms to make the interview more comfortable. And speaking bluntly, but casually, I really like how you express yourself today. And in the course of the week, you will know if I approve the scholarship.
Okay, I think your experience will help me a lot.
Okay, I think that is all for today. Please check your email in the next few days because I will send you the results.
Thank you very much, and I will attend to my emails and of course to my cell phone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who wants to present now? I have missing Edson and Jerry. And Hasi and Basilio. Mirza, can you present?
Teacher, pero mi compañero no está.
Bueno, puedes leer las dos y no hay problema. Asumo que ya aprobó. Ujú.
Okay, teacher.
Basilio is your partner, right?
Yeah, yes, teacher.
Edson, are you there? Anjeri. Okay. Okay, Mirza, go.
Okay, teacher. Good morning. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Eric. Thank you so much for coming today. Hello, good morning. I'm Miss Ankasi. Nice to meet you too. Thanks so much for our meeting this morning. Great. So, how are you doing this morning? I'm glad to be here this morning. How about you? I can't complain so far. I've met some trustworthy people. So tell me, how can I help you? Well, I was researching on the internet about the scholarships that the university offers, and I wish I could get a vacancy in the EJ Peru scholarship. This scholarship is aimed at law or accounting students who have outstanding academic performance and below to the required scale or degree of pensions. Please, I want to know more about this scholarship. Gives you coverage of 50% of the academic rights and 100% coverage of tuition fees. You also need to be studying at the Faculty of Law or Accounting Science, have at least 120 approved academic credits, be located within the upper 50 or below the scale, one or two of the differentiated pension system of the university. Well, I find it's very interesting. Ms. Ankasi, I'm going to take a moment to find out as much as possible about your academic background. So why don't you tell me a little about yourself to begin with? Okay, I'm 19 years old. I'm study law. Last month I entered faculty and I'm doing very well in all my courses. And I think if I had been a bad student, I wouldn't be looking to get a scholarship. What I have always wanted to be was a responsible and polite person. Beside that, I'm very respectful with everyone. You're very right. I'm review your academic record and you have a very good one. I believe that I'm going to be the best student you have ever seen. Also, if you accept me, I would make my best effort. Oh, that's nice. We can use that. Well, everything looks great. And the thing that causes me the most curiosity is to know if you have a passport or visa, because this scholarship also allows traveling to other countries so that you can finish your university degree. Yes, last year I was able to get my visa and passport. I already get my passport 4 years ago, but I think I should have update my passport because the one will expire in a few months. Um, Awesome, that's excellent because traveling makes us learn more. I'm sure you are aware of that. And I can tell you studying abroad is harder than studying here. I know, but what causes me the most anxiety is not getting used to another country. Don't worry, that everything will be fine. Nice, okay. I have everything I need, Miss Ankasi. I'd like to thank you for coming today. Thanks so much for your time. I appreciate this opportunity. I wish I could be part of this. Very good. It's great to meet you. I'll give you a call in the next 2 weeks. That sounds good. Thanks again. Uh, See you soon. Have a nice day. You too. Thank you, teacher. It's all.
Thank you. That's good. Okay. Edson.
Okay, teacher. Okay. Hi, Angeli. Yeah. Hi, Angeli. I am Mr. Nyawi. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Mr. Nyawi. It's nice to meet you too. I'm excited for the scholarship, but I am worried because about my personality, I am too responsible and I want to apply to get the scholarship.
Don't worry. If you don't pass, you should be calm and persevere in the interview. How do you feel in the pandemic?
Well, since the pandemic started, I haven't felt anything of the ordinary because I don't go out with my friends or my family and a lot, and it didn't affect me. But this situation is over a year old, and I miss my friend, my family, and I would like to go out with them. I miss my cousins, and my family too. But now I am with them, and I feel good.
Okay. I understand you. I also feel the same. If only the pandemic will end because it's boring to stay at home. In my case, I wish I could travel to different places in Peru to learn about all cultures and nature. And tell me, what do you want to do if the pandemic ends?
Well, I wish that the pandemic would end soon because I want to meet my classmates from my university, and we and go with them for a walk and be able to some events that interest me.
Yes, I think so. And tell me, what plans for the future do you have?
Well, now I am studying at university for a nurse, and I would like to travel to another countries like South Korea, Japan, or China, and other too because I like their cultures. If I had a scholarship now, I would like to study in the United States. It's my
That's interesting. But do you have the requirements to have the scholarship?
I don't know if I have all the requirements because I don't have any idea about how to do the procedure to have it. And if I had the scholarship, I would I would like to study abroad, and it would not be very difficult to study in the United States because I know how to speak English. It's
There is a problem. If you have the scholarship, you will study abroad normally. And for what reason do you want to have the scholarship?
Well, the main reason why I want a scholarship is because I want to study in the United States, and I should have it. Uh, I would like to do that, but I haven't had the opportunity to do so because I know that it is too difficult to get. But if I had scholarship, I would have applied for a job application because I wanna work as a nurse in this country.
You must have high grades in English because in the United States people don't speak Spanish and it could be difficult for you.
Well, yes, I know that, but in high school I had good grades and I'm initiative now with the verse. My English is very fluent and I put into practice, but what worries me is the often just the visa or others documents because I still don't have it and I don't wanna do anything inappropriate.
Uh, I could say that you are an honest person and responsible. For the reason you should have gotten the visa a long time ago because all your papers are in order. Thanks for coming today to this interview.
Adding your scores. Usually what happens at IPNA is that last day of class,